So now we at October 27th, 2020. It's 6:30 in the morning because we was watching the news.
Yep.
We're like grandmas and pop-pops over here, okay?
Yes, sir.
So we was watching the news, and my stomach was hurting a little bit. Like I was having like Braxton Hicks, I guess. And I was like cramping up. And babe was like, just wait it out a little bit. Just, let's just see what's gonna happen. Like in a couple more minutes or so. You want them to see it from you? The whole thing?
Yeah.
It's bigger than the darn cone.
Alright, shut up. Come on.
And so we waited out just a couple more minutes and whatnot. I was still feeling like the mini pain or whatever. So I called the ambulance and I was on the phone with them for a little bit. And the man was like, they asked me like, what was like the emergency or whatever. I told them da 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 da. And he was on the phone with me for like a little bit longer, just until the ambulance did come here. And he was like timing the Braxton Hicks, and he was like, oh yeah, you're having like contractions. So all them contractions, guys. The day before Titi was born. And what else? The ambulance came. Babe was so unprepared because he said, "Tell me when the ambulance gonna be coming." And I didn't tell him.
She didn't tell me, so we went there with nothing.
Yeah.
No diaper bag, no nothing.
But it's cool, cause keep listening. So, what else was happening?
We got to the hospital.
Yeah. And they gave me a little chair thing.
A little wheelchair. They rolled her to
the back part.
What's that room called?
Triage. Is it triage? I think it is triage.
It's just a place where a bunch of pregnant people go.
Triage. And they hooked me up, and they was like monitoring
the baby's heartbeat.
Yes, and mine, and contractions and everything. And like an hour go past, and then they like check me, like, they shoot their fingers up and
oh.
And they said, 4
centimeters dilated.
Yeah.
4 centimeters, y'all.
That's crazy. But I wasn't in like pain, but like I was in a little bit of pain, but like I can't tolerate pain. I'm like a real big baby, y'all. So.
Jeez.
So after a while, I think probably like an hour later, because I think they will still monitor me and TJ at the time. So an hour later, they come back and they like, they send us home. So, who we call? Mo?
Yeah, so.
We call my cousin Mo. She came pick us up, dropped us off. She said, if anything happens, call me. I got you. So I'm like, okay. She brought us home. So we waited it out. When was it? We went back again?
We went back a second time. Because she was spotted.
Yeah, I started bleeding.
And she was having pain.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So we went back. And
I wish I got pictures with it. That's a little. Y'all ought to see that.
This is where things start to get a little complicated, because this is the second time we've been there. They sent us home telling us there's nothing to really worry about.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Also, with the first visit, the man said that I was 37 weeks. We thought we was 38 weeks, but we was 37, and Tito was born 37 weeks in like one day. Yeah, in one day. And what else? He was gonna induce me because everybody was thinking everything was all cool. But y'all, he said, alright, I'm gonna induce you in what, 2 weeks?
He said he was gonna induce us November 10th.
Yeah, which was I was gonna be 39 weeks. And that's when like doctors are really able to like start inducing patients or like pregnant moms is at 39 weeks on up. So yeah. But back to the second visit now.
So the second visit, we got there. Remind you, they sent us home. She was already 4 centimeters. They're supposed to keep you at 5.
At 4, honestly, but probably because of corona and whatnot.
She talking about some supposed to keep you at 5, but she was only at 4, so they sent us home, which didn't sound right to us.
Yeah.
So of course, because of that, her thinking she was a know-it-all. Guess who was back? We was back in the emergency room, back in the triage, back in the
Mm-hmm.
same room, getting checked again.
Yeah.
Only this time, it was a little later in the day.
Yeah.
So she was, they had her bouncing on a ball.
Mhm. Oh yeah, this was like at nighttime now.
Yeah, she was bouncing on a ball. She was
On the
walking,
phone.
doing all of this stuff, and
Just trying to, you know.
rushed up the pregnancy basically.
Yeah. Or labor.
So, you know, they checked her. They didn't. They put their fingers up at her to see how far apart she was. So many times.
That I was like
at least like 5 or 6 times to point
Mhm.
that she was bleeding and she was in pain because so many people sticking their fingers up in there to check her cervix.
Yeah.
So, guess what happened? We got sent home again.
2 times now.
We got sent home again. Okay? The funny thing is between us coming home, between the time we got sent home to the time we got home, she went from 4 to like 6, 7, 8.
Mhm.
Right? Because
So
as soon as we got home,
we was chilling.
We was chilling for a little bit, and then she just started going.
Like I fell asleep, or I was almost asleep. I was like, this much sleep. Like I was out of it. And I was like, babe, my stomach hurt. So I tried to just sleep it off. And I slept it off for probably like half hour, probably tops, half hour, 45 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm.
And it woke me up. I started screaming, crying, babe, I'm having contractions. My stomach hurts really bad. Like, I think he's about to come. This is still October 27th, y'all. And like, I was in pain. And babe was like, no help.
I was help. There's nothing I could really do.
Yes, he couldn't really do nothing.
I couldn't move her or nothing. She was in pain. She
Yeah.
wasn't trying to do nothing.
So babe.
So I called the ambulance.
Again. Second time this time though.
And I packed up our chicken sandwiches because we had some Uber Eats, but
right
they
when
forgot
we came home.
They forgot our freaking bread, so we just had chicken patties and everything else for a sandwich, but no bread.
Mm-hmm.
So Uber Eats, y'all can kiss my ass. And then after that, we sitting here. I tried to get her socks on. She wasn't trying to put her socks on.
I couldn't move. Y'all, if y'all had a baby and y'all was going through real bad contractions and y'all was like 8 centimeters dilated, in pain, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all can't do nothing.
So
the ambulance get here.
Next thing you know, the ambulance get here. They
It
help her.
I could barely walk.
She get into the jar. Next thing she talk about, so I gotta poop.
And the girl was like, yo, she about to have a baby. She gotta be like 8, 9 centimeters right now.
She's about to poop herself.
It's pressure. If y'all know. It's pressure.
We get there. They check her. She was 8 centimeters dilated.
Mm-hmm.
Reminder, she was just 4. She went from 4 to 8 within an hour.
Hour. Oh yeah, because that was the last time we went, yeah.
She went from 4 to 8 within an hour. And next thing you know, they was getting her.
2 minutes later.
They was literally preparing her for delivery.
Mm-hmm. They said, alright, it's time to push. They took me out the triage room. They went down the little hall.
Pushed her to the delivery room.
And I had
Fun fact about this is she gave birth to TJ in the same room she gave birth to Faith.
Yes. That is so cool. I love that.
Same room.
I mean, it's not like the nurses knew that, but I knew that. So.
Yeah. That was actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
So then after that, next thing you know, they tell me like, Dad, you gotta hold her legs up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm holding her legs, but the way she moving around,
yeah.
my back is hurting. So I went from holding her legs to holding her hand, and I went back to her legs and I was holding her hand. And she was pushing and she was levitating off the bed. And she was like the little girl off Exorcist. She was floating.
Yo, he's being extra.
And she was like, I can't do this. I need an epidural. Like she was turning into a demon. It was crazy. and then she tried to eat my stomach. So
no, we're not saying that.
No, because we know the truth. Even the nurses know. I was holding her hand and she was pushing, and she turned towards me and was like trying to bite me. Like, what the hell? She scratched my hands and arms up.
Yeah.
Feel me? And that was just before his head came out. When his head came out, she tried to do a whole handstand. She like lifted up and she was just going through it.
Yeah. They were saying I almost like broke his neck.
Nah, you almost crushed his. She almost crushed his head. Yo. Yeah. Cause like when the pain happened, I guess I don't know. I don't know how to explain it because I personally didn't feel that, but I guess like the way it felt, it made her like clench her legs.
Yeah.
And we had to like. Now I understand why they said hold her legs, because if I wasn't there, she would have closed her legs.
No other nurses.
Yeah. But yeah, and next thing you know, his head came out. And then she had to push just 10 more seconds. Mm-hmm. So they told her, hold up, push, and leave, chin up, push. Count to 10, and then next thing you know, he was out. A little gray, rubbery looking.
And show them what you did. Show them what you did. He said.
Cause like, I was shocked. Like first of all, my first child was born.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him. He's fucking gray. He looked like he had cottage cheese on his body. He was bloody. Yeah. And he looked like a rubber doll. Cause like when he moved, like, it looked like he was just rubber. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
You're so extra.
It was the truth. And then they pushed out this big old eggplant out her stomach.
Placenta, guys.
That joint was fat and purple.
Yeah, it was
that joint was, what the hell? Yo.
That was like the same size as Steven.
It looked like the face huggers off Alien. When they jump on your face, and put the egg in your stomach and a little alien bust out your chest.
Ew.
That joint look nasty. It's like an eggplant. Big ass silicone bloom or something. I don't know. Is that the food?
Food here. But y'all lucky. This is the... I accidentally declined the call. Oh wait, not it. Hello? Alright, here I come.
Alright, y'all. So we got food coming.
Y'all lucky this is the last part of the video.
It's the end of the video anyway, though, because...
He was born.
That was it. He was born. He was in the hospital for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it, man. And now y'all get to see the rest of the journey.
Yeah.
So.
And TJ is now about to be.
That is our.
In like 3 days.
Yep.
Or 4 days.
So that's our labor and delivery story. And that is the end of our pregnancy journey.
Yeah.
Stories. Mm-hmm. And the rest of it y'all gonna see.
Yeah.
So,
vlogs. Anything else we post
food.
that. Okay.
I'll try to. But yeah, y'all, so we thank y'all for rocking with us. We thank y'all for tuning in. We hope that y'all enjoyed the video. And if y'all did enjoy the video, give this video a thumbs up. I'd like for y'all to comment down below what y'all want to see next. You know, and I also want y'all to subscribe because it means a lot to us. So, thank y'all for tuning in. And until the next... So until the next video, we see y'all when we see y'all.